Good morning. It's the Saturday morning conversation with your boy DJ IRONMONKEY, holding it down solo as DJ Caveman is out doing his thing, celebrating his birthday as he turns 41 today. So I'm going to be here in the studio holding it down on a special edition where on this episode, which is going to be episode 22, or I'll call it 21.5 because it's not going to be a full episode. What I'm going to do is basically highlight some of the topics that we're going to speak on tomorrow on the full episode 22, because it's hard to have a Saturday morning conversation when you're just sitting here talking to yourself, which is kind of tough. That's why I have the music in the background. My boy Pharoah Sanders playing in the background, trying to hold me down. But yeah, it's tough sitting here talking to yourself and trying to have a conversation with yourself, unless you're like one of them people back in the day in biblical times that used to speak to gods and goddesses and different entities and beings and things of that nature. But you know, I'm not on that time. So with this episode, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go over some of the points that we want to actually talk about, me and Caveman, when he's available tomorrow, and we'll have the full episode. But today, what I'm gonna do is after highlighting some of the things that we're gonna really dive deep into tomorrow, I'm gonna just play some music, and that's why I have Pharoah Sanders in the back playing, and because I'm gonna play my podcast that I had from back in the day, my Easter podcast, which is my jazz podcast. So, you know, keeping it light today, keeping it on the jazzy side. So that being said, one of the main topics I know I kind of stopped Caveman from touching base on last week was the whole Jussie Smollett saga. Last week, in our pre-show meeting, Caveman wanted to call him a piece of shit. I was like, whoa, slow down, you know, let the story come out first and see how it develops before we just start slinging names at homeboy. But I see where he was coming from, because what D was trying to say is that what he was doing was basically lying, and it's on the same plane of people that lie about rape, people that lie about getting robbed, you know, like the Ryan Lochte's of the world and the lady that set up Emmett Till back in the day. So what he was basically trying to do was basically trying to drum up some heat behind his issues, which, looking at it now, I see where Caveman was coming from. I just wanted to pause calling names and jumping into that deep end without having all the facts. So that being said, now that things are coming out, you know, Jussie's who he is, and now he's trying to say that there's reasons why behind it, you know, drug use and whatever PR spin they're gonna let him try to get away with, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Next topic I know that we wanted to talk about was Zion Williamson, maybe question mark the first pick for my New York Knicks, and I know not just talking about him, we were going to touch base about, you know, should college players get paid or not. So we're going to dig deeper into that one when we get that chance. But also we was going to talk about, and what we will talk about, is Calvin Johnson now getting his license for his dispensary, so that maybe he'll be the league weed man, and maybe the league would change their policy when it comes to weed and things of that nature. But also staying on the NFL, one of the big news of the week is Robert Kraft. I'm going to just leave it at that. But then also another thing that we're going to talk about is Robert Kelly, and see about what he's all about. And maybe we may tip our toe into the pool of Tekashi 6ix9ine, but we'll see. But again, just going to touch base on those topics deeper tomorrow. But for right now, what I'm going to do is present my DJ IRONMONKEY special Easter Bunny edition, which is just a short 27-minute podcast with some jazz music and clips in between. But again, this is episode 21.5. 22 is going to be available, and we're going to do that tomorrow once Caveman's available. But that being said, this is DJ IRONMONKEY in the Wood Grain Studio as I kick it over to my DJ IRONMONKEY Presents podcast. No, this wasn't Summer Bunnies. This was Easter Bunnies. That being said, here we go.
Jazz. To Europeans, it has a meaning, says Miles, and to Americans, it has a meaning.
When they say jazz, they mean a concept that a person has that's not straight as legit white composers, old composers, Russian or whatever, have. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Here, it means that you're a nigger and you playing an instrument that you didn't study. That's what I get from it. So I ignore the critics.
For a whole race of people freed from slavery with nothing, without money, without work, without education, it has not always been easy to hold fast to dreams. But the Negro people believed in the American dream. Now, since almost 100 years of freedom, we've come a long ways. But there is still a long way to go for the Negro and democracy. This is a poem called I Too. I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful we are and be ashamed. I too am America.
Mo and Josh.
Oh, we two black men can't have a smartphone?
No, because the both of you is stupid.
Why is it always got to be the white man?
Stupid.
Black man is God.
Boy, no, I'm sick and tired of your 5% of malarkey. It's
I told you
malarkey.
it's not 5%.
It's malarkey.
It's 5%,
5%
God.
of what, Born?
5% of the population that knows what's going on, the true gods of this planet, the original Asiatic black man from Africa with knowledge of self, sent here to teach y'all, the 85% that you are indeed dumb, deaf, and blind, and that you're being exploited by the devilish 10%. Hey, don't cut my wisdom, God. Don't acknowledge it. Why don't acknowledge it, man? Don't cut my wisdom.
People should have been here a long time ago.
Don't be looking at your Timex, boy. The people get in when I want to get in.
And when is
All right?
that? When is that?
Whoa. Time is when, God. Lounge.
Both of you to kiss my narrow black butt 2 times. Twice.
Oh, really? Kiss your narrow black butt 2 times, huh? How about if I just kick you in your flat back once and watch you grow a butt, sucker?
Relax, man.
Who told you you got a butt anyway? You ain't got no butt. You just got 2 legs sticking out your shoulder.
Lounge, man. Yo, go in peace, my brother.
Man.
Go in peace. One day
You
you'll
look like
be
a
right.
Slim Jim with a suit on, man.
Lounge,
Sucker.
man. We got people here, man. That's just what we
Clark, what time is it?
1:00 p.m.
And what does that mean?
That means you're practicing.
That's right. It means I'm practicing. And if you know I'm practicing, and you know I don't finish practicing until 2 o'clock, which is for at least another 60 minutes, why are you buzzing my buzzer?
Because I want to see.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
That means let me up.
And who are you?
I'm Clark.
How many times do I have to tell you? I have a certain amount of time allotted for daily practice. You know this, yet you consistently overlook my program.
I get the times mixed up. Everything with you is so damn regulated. A certain time to do this, a certain time to do that. Everything's on a schedule, a timetable. Loosen up, tight ass.
Let me explain something to you. Life is short, okay? I need it like this to do all the things I gotta do. I like order.
Order's fine, but you're ridiculous.
And what do you want?
I want a man who knows what he wants. Decisive. You don't know what you want. Make up your mind, be a man, and don't be wishy-washy on me.
I know what I want. My music. Everything else is secondary.
I knew you would say that.
Then why'd you ask?
Space, I bring you Afro-Sheen conditioner and hairdress. Its oils and conditioners help shield your natural from the evils of the elements and help hold back the demons of dull dryness. Unveil the luster of your hair. Bring your natural out of the ordinary with Afro-Sheen. The cosmetic forces behind the supernatural.
Beautiful people know true beauty is natural.
Beautiful people know true beauty is natural.
Wear their naturals proudly.
Wear their naturals proudly.
As a symbol of pride and blackness.
As a symbol of pride and blackness.
As a symbol of responsibilities to black people.
As a symbol of responsibilities to black people.
A responsibility to promote love and unity among black brothers and sisters.
A responsibility to promote love and unity among black brothers and sisters.
And help establish a new order of freedom and dignity for our people.
And help establish a new order of freedom and dignity for our people.
And that's the natural truth. The proceeding was brought to you by the makers of Afro Sheen. We want to help keep your head together in more ways than one. And that's the natural truth.
Makeda, serene, majestic, beautiful Queen of Sheba. Yes, so great was the beauty of this magnificent black woman, it has become legendary. And now, out of the mist of 3,000 years, emerges today's beautiful black queen. Naturally beautiful, radiant, she is black essence. And her beautiful natural hair is her crowning glory. Today's beautiful queen uses Afro Sheen. Afro Sheen concentrated shampoo pampers and conditions as it cleans. Afro Sheen conditioner and hairdress is a royal feast for your hair. Afro Sheen Comb Easy places every hair at your command. And Afro Sheen hairspray for sheen adorns your beautiful crown. Yes, your natural expression of pride is beautifully expressed with Afro Sheen. Afro Sheen, beautiful products for a beautiful people.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Huxtable. I didn't think you did that kind of thing.
What kind of thing?
You know, serve.
Serve whom?
Serve him.
Oh, serve him! As in serve your man?
Well, yeah.
Let me tell you something, Elvis. You see, I am not serving Dr. Huxtable, okay?
Okay.
That's the kind of thing that goes on in a restaurant. Now, I'm going to bring him a cup of coffee just like he brought me a cup of coffee this morning. And that, young man, is what marriage is made of. It is give and take 50-50. And if you don't get it together and drop these macho attitudes, you are never going to have anybody bringing you anything, anywhere, any place, anytime, ever. Now, what would you like in your coffee?
Maybe I could get you some coffee.
Oh, well, that's all right. I don't mind getting it, but thanks for offering.
Elvin?
Yes, sir?
When she brings the coffee back, if I were you, I wouldn't drink it.
All right. Oh, yes. So, I'm mad that I used that clip to end that podcast with Bill Cosby telling Elvin when she brings that drink. My advice to you is not to drink it. Yeah, that was one of the few potent little jokes I had in that little podcast there, where I did that one back when Charlie Murphy had died. Rest in peace. I had a clip with him inside of Mo Better Blues, also done by Spike Lee, who's up for Best Director tomorrow for The Black Klansman, which is actually his first nomination, not just for Best Director, but then also for Best Picture, which is actually a huge deal. But that being said, we'll wrap up the Saturday morning conversation today with DJ IRONMONKEY, myself, holding it down solo until DJ Caveman's available for the full episode 22, where this one is episode 21.5. But again, just so y'all remember, tune in for the special Saturday morning conversation on Sunday with myself, DJ IRONMONKEY, and DJ Caveman, where we're going to talk about topics which will be Jussie Smollett, Zion Williamson, Calvin Johnson, of course Robert Kraft, and then we'll probably, touch base on, I like to call him Robert Kelly, I don't like calling him R. Kelly, either way, and then maybe tip out toes into the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine and a bunch of other topics. But that being the case, we'll save it for tomorrow. Well, I'll save it for tomorrow's show. Again, DJ IRONMONKEY holding it down. Saturday morning conversation, episode 21.5. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. In the meantime, peace.